Good evening. I'm just giving an update on what happened at Stoked tonight. It is September the 11th, 2013. We talked about Mark 5 and 6. The kids did some skits about some of the stories in Mark 5 and 6, but we focused mainly on Jesus walking on the water and what that means. We talked about having a prayer life and how we need to sometimes go away and alone in our prayer life like Jesus does at the beginning of that section. We also talked about tonight, we talked about how God knows we're going to struggle, but he responds to our cry out to him. How important it is to remember that God knows our limits and that sometimes he gets in the boat with us and sometimes, he walks with us, but he lets us go through the struggle. And then the third thing we talked about was going through and pushing through that resistance, that hardened heart that we're all born with. We talked about knowing that we have that natural resistance and what we can do to really get past it and how we can push through and not just settle for knowing the things of God and to see what God is doing, but to know that we need to seek an understanding of what God does so we know him and his role in our life. So you should have all gotten a parent form. If you did not, there's some at the foyer of the Pueblo Christian Center at the church, at the Welcome Center. There are some more copies of the Parents' Corner, and it includes things like meteors for next week and special upcoming events. Reminder, there's baptism September the 29th, so if your child is interested in that, we encourage them to speak with their parents and to seek us if they have any questions. Another thing that's coming up is See You at the Pole is September the 25th, which is the day after the stand, which is the next installment of the Revolution. The Revolution will be at Memorial Hall downtown. Doors open at 6:30. The event starts at 7. So those are the main events, the main things of the week. So we had a great night. Missed a lot of kids, but it was still a great night with a bunch of really cool kids. So have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.